We were this close of hitting a new all-time high on the S&P 500, and I think an even smaller portion of getting the Nasdaq to a new all-time high. This is how close we were in the last week, especially Friday, after a very, very strong week in the market. Let's dive in, summarize the week, understand what is going on in the market. And when I'm saying understand what is going on in the market, of course, I'm not saying it in a bad way. So hello, everyone. My name is Micha Stocks, and on this channel, we talk about stocks. We talk about the market. Nothing here is financial advice. Everything and anything that you see is only for educational and training purpose only. Nasdaq up 2.9% for the week. S&P up 1.47 for the week. Dow Jones, 0.5%. Same for the RSP. Only the Russell ended the week Unch on the week, 0% gain. When we look at the indices themselves, you can see communication and technology, 2.5 to 3% gain for the week. And on the flip side, you can see the healthcare down 1.1, mainly, probably, might be because of RFK Jr. Getting the health department. I think there's a lot of fear on changes that he might do. That might be the reason why this indice on Friday went down the way it did, because otherwise it would be on the zero. Crypto market, Ethereum up 1% for the week, Bitcoin unch on the week. Something is going to happen on the crypto market very, very soon. I don't know if it's going to be next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but something is going to happen. For too long, Bitcoin has not done anything. As a volatile asset, this does not make sense. And eventually something very big is going to happen, and it's going to happen very, very fast. To which direction? Prophecy is not my strong suit. Commodities, natural gas up 12%, while gold, silver, and crude oil not doing too much on the week. Gold being in an all-time high, so it's not really like it's not been a very attractive asset. And when we look at the Magnificent 7, or actually Magnificent 8, because I added the Broadcom, you see Apple up for the week 7.5%, Nvidia up for the week almost 7%, Broadcom 3.6%, Meta 3%, with Meta hitting 20 consecutive days of green. That's how crazy things are. And on the flip side, we see Google, Amazon, and Microsoft kind of 0% gain, while Tesla losing 1.6% for the week after being down 10% on the week, as you can see here, down 10% on the week, and then gaining that momentum back with Elon Musk, with Doge, with all the news that we're going to hear in a second. And if you got it so far, why don't you subscribe to the channel? It's 5.7K subscribers. You're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel here, turn notifications on, and by that, be notified every week that you're going to get the weekly summary directly into your phone. This will bring us to the news of the week. Now, we had several of very, very important macro reports for the week. The first one was CPI, came in hotter than expected. The consumer price index, came in hotter and surprised the market. The market, first of all, was surprised, but wait, it ended on the green. That's right. The market overcame it, looked into the data and said, wait, why are we so worried from car insurance and shelter, which were the main gainers in the last few months? So the market shrugged it off. A day later, we got the PPI, which is the producer price index, also came in hotter than expected. Of course, conversations about higher inflation. Here, we're going to raise rates and all that came in every broadcast possible, while the 10-year is going down, which means that the market is not pricing in a hike, actually pricing in a reduction. We had several, I think almost every day there was an executive order, press, almost every day. President Trump creates or makes the news, sets the news every day with new executive orders, from tariffs of 25% to trying to change the CHIPS Act, to blaming Taiwan for stealing the chip industry, or for taking the chip industry, not stealing, taking the chip industry, TikTok expansion, and more all week. A lot of executive orders with the market needing to consume it. And I'm going to jump directly to the end for a second. Everything happens in the S&P 500, as you can see. Let me hide this so you'll see everything at an all-time high. So the market knows how to absorb all that news. Let's go back to the news itself. Doge, Elon Musk's Doge, get the executive order needed into going into actually looking at everything with crazy stories that Elon Musk finds and shares of X amount of people that can be fired every month and crazy stories. Hopefully, we'll find everything that will keep the market running. Up to now, at least from the numbers we know, 75% of the federal employees signed the resignation program that provides them with salary all the way to September, and then leaving the government, which is good, of course. It reduces the expenses. And AAII, the American Association of Individual Investors, comes in even more bearish than last week. 47.3% of the surveyed investors said that they are bearish on the next 6 months. How can you be bearish when the market is at the all-time high, when the fear and greed is at fear? How can you be bearish? The reason for that might be due to their political views. Another survey found that according to your political views, that's how you view the situation. I'll find the chart in a second and show you, but it proves that, or it shows that Democrats or Democratic surveyed are a lot more bearish according to the 5-year inflation versus the Republicans, meaning that this might be skewed depending on your political views, not even your financial views. We got to a point that even predicting the stock market became a political mess. Taiwan Semi is considering operating Intel's factories after Trump requests not to have companies which are not American. Meta is planning a major investment into AI-powered humanoid robots, just like Tesla has the Optimus. NVIDIA updated their portfolio and reducing their holdings with ARM, Soon, Serve, and Nanox. This, of course, brought these three, at least two of them, Soon and Serve, down sharply double digits. GME went up the week because there are rumors that they might start acquiring Bitcoin to their balance sheet after Ryan Cohen, one of the owners, met with Michael Saylor. HP Enterprise announced shipment of their first NVIDIA Grace Blackwell system. ARM lands a Meta first customer. ARM this week had a lot of exciting news saying that they want to expand their business into also producing chips and not only licensing the architecture. It's going to be very interesting. And they're targeting Qualcomm as a competitor, which is right now one of their partners. It's going to be very interesting how ARM is going to deal with that. Chevron is planning to slash also up to 20% of their workforce. They want to reduce expenses and increase their revenue and their earnings. Tim Cook announces that Wednesday, February 19th, there's going to be a new event and we are going to get a new Apple product. Get ready to meet your newest member of the family, which means that it might not be a regular piece, but something new. And why is that interesting? Except the fact that Apple is the biggest company in the world, is because Elon Musk retweeted it. Why did Elon Musk retweet it? Is there a new product related to the Teslas, to Starlink? Very interesting. Apple will integrate Alibaba AI into their iPhones, and by that providing AI in China as well. The New York Stock Exchange is planning to open and a New York Stock Exchange in Dallas. Yes, I know it sounds strange. How can the New York Stock Exchange, New York, be in Dallas? Well, the art of naming things. U.S. government is currently planning to award Tesla with a $400 million contract to buy armored Tesla, which is mainly, of course, Cybertrucks. Beginning of the week, Elon Musk wants to buy OpenAI. End of the week, Elon Musk doesn't want to buy OpenAI. In the middle of the week, Elon Musk and Sam Altman tweet one another. I want to buy it at this. I want to buy Twitter at that. End of the story. Everyone went to their own corner and drank some cold water. Talked about that. Smaki, SMCI. Very, very interesting. SMCI, as you can see, is confident that they're going to meet the SEC deadlines and reach $40 billion on the next fiscal year. It's very good news for investors on SMCI. Amazon is opening a beauty and health product store in Milan, a new expansion to their brick and mortar division. Powell testified during the week, Tuesday and Wednesday in the Hill, and he had a few comments. One is around inflation. He sees it moderating. Second is around rate cuts. He sees rate cuts coming, but not as fast, maybe only next year. And he also talked about digital currency, saying that he doesn't believe that central banks need to develop a cryptocurrency or digital currency. A firm plans to bring buy now, pay later to Fiserv, ticker FIS. OpenAI is planning to reduce their reliance with NVIDIA to basically create chips with Taiwan Semi, not using NVIDIA. The chips that they're going to create anyway were not planned to be NVIDIA, so I don't really understand how is NVIDIA related to that. But, if you can throw in NVIDIA to a piece of news, nothing would hurt NVIDIA. EU is committed to spend to invest $200 billion in AI. This is related to NVIDIA, of course, and that's why NVIDIA stock went up for the week, around 6%. Tesla's got their updated FSD version 13.2.7 with Elon Musk retweeting and saying it's only going to get better. And from experience of using my Tesla FSD, I can tell you that it drives spectacular. L3 Harris, ticker LHX, is launching a new technology to control autonomous drones through several different lines of products. Very, very interesting how the new Wayfair is going forward. Lyft is planning to launch with Mobileye a powered robotaxi in Dallas during 2026. By then, probably there will be a lot of cars driving themselves, and I'm not sure they're going to be first to the market, or they even might be kind of late. DeepSeek AI model is the best work out of China, but the hype is exaggerated, says Google DeepMind CEO. And after a few weeks of DeepSeek, we all understand that it's nice, but nothing more than that. Last but not least, during the last 3 days, we got a slew of SEC filings by billionaires and all kinds of investment firms, hedge funds, from Warren Buffett to Bill Ackman and others. There's always question to be asked, why did they do this? Why did they do that? But at the end of the day, since we're getting that 2.5 months after the fact, it's quite and no story, at least from my perspective. And that, of course, brings us to next week. Next week, Monday, President's Day. Nothing's going to happen on Monday. No trading on Monday. From Tuesday to Friday, we're going to get a lot of companies reporting, mainly Chinese and international companies. Baidu on Tuesday, before the bell. After the bell, we're going to hear from Arista Networks. Didn't have a good week. Oxy, Devon, Toll Brothers. Wednesday before the bell, Etsy, SolarEdge, Garmin, Wix, Fiverr. But on the other side of that day, after the bell, Carvana, Toast, Cheesecake Factory. Thursday before the bell, Baba, Walmart, Unity, and Nice Systems. And after the bell, we're going to hear from Mercado Libre, Rivian, Block, and others. And Friday, sporadic companies that are still left without reporting. We don't have any special events during the week, macro events, so I'm running through this very fast. And that, of course, brings us to the usual look at the S&P 500, represented by a Japanese candlestick, Chinese. I'm talking too much about Chinese, so it's stuck in my head. The green line here is the 50-day moving average, and as you can see, it held as a support during Wednesday's trade, and we are up almost at all-time high. This candle that we got on Friday usually represents that there might be some kind of a small correction in the next day or two, or next week, but not something you should be worried about. What are the levels we should look at? So we have 6,000 on the S&P being kind of the line in the sand right now, above the 50-day moving average. If we drop from that, we might get to 59.24. But if we look at the chart, you can see that we had a high at 61.28, another high at 61.19, and then we broke out during Thursday and Friday. We kept going up. We made a higher high. This is a good indication that we are about to surpass all-time high, whether it's going to be next few days, next few weeks, but the momentum looks very, very good. That's all I have for you for this week. I hope you enjoyed all the news. Next week, we are probably going to come back with a lot of interesting, exciting news on the stock market. Don't forget to follow, don't forget to subscribe, and of course, if you can smash the like button, that would really help YouTube expose this video to more and more people. Till next time, Micha Stock saying bye-bye.